took on the task of integrating Dextego with our sales team. And so this is kind of a blueprint that we followed when doing this. The first thing that we needed to do was find subject matter experts. So in our sales team, we probably have 75% of our sales team has been there for 20 plus, 25 plus years. So more of the tenured folks. The other 25% are newer. So they are right out of college. They probably did inside sales quoting for about 2 years and now have been put into outside sales. So I knew from traditionally working with these team members before that the more tenured folks would be a little bit more hesitant to use a tool like this. But they are the ones who have the most knowledge about customers and actually have the most knowledge on how to sell. Whether they're willing to share it or not is another thing, but that goes back to their motivation. So I took some of our more tenured folks and I had them create customized scripts that we would load into Dextego. Then we did our pilot testing. So the people that I chose to do the pilot testing were some of the newer team members that I thought would be more likely to use the tool and also would have better results from that. I also was thinking, if these newer team members are coming up with these answers and doing pitches that the more tenured team members are also doing, they're both having success, that's going to make the tenured team members probably think about that this tool could potentially benefit me as well. So we've done pilot testing, we've gathered feedback and refined the system. Then before we did that, we did a kickoff call of team alignment. So I wanted to make sure that the team all understood what this tool was going to do and how it would benefit them. Likelihood of your team members using a tool that they don't see benefit from, very slim. So wanted to make sure that they knew what was kind of in it for them, which comes back into continuous engagement. So we did different incentivized systems throughout the time. We did daily check-ins, and then we had a weekly feedback where each week we would meet together as a team and talk about what went well, what didn't go well, and how we can improve that in the future. So since then, we've seen a ton of impact within the tool, even after a very short time of using it. One of the most important things, though, is a testimonial from one of the sales team members. He had actually been sales team member for, I think he's been doing it for 15 years, but he's never recorded himself and listened to himself speak. So that was something that was very eye-opening. The amount of times that he was saying things could have gone better. He was it was very eye-opening, I'll just say that. So I think that that's an important lesson because it's something that Dextego allows you to record yourself and you do have that video content, but it also tells you what you could have done better and then coaches you how to improve that. So that's what I love about it, especially coming from an education background, is it's not just something that tells you what's right or wrong, but it creates a customized plan for you in order to improve that. So these are the keys to long-term success with the tool, and I think with integrating any tool for that matter. We can't just expect that you throw a new tool at your team and they're going to use it, and after you've implemented it, it's going to be smooth sailing from there. You need continuous check-ins throughout that time. So meeting once a week with your team, talking about how it's going, making that a part of your daily conversations. We have what's called weekly L10 meetings. Some of you guys may know what that is, but basically every week you meet, you go through different issues that you have, different rocks that you're working on, different company updates, and so make this a part of your conversation. How's the tool doing? What do we like about it? What do we not? Encouraging that feedback culture along the way. Leveraging data and strategic decisions. So with Dextego, it'll give you different things that each team member needs to work on. And so maybe looking at that and saying, okay, I have a team member who really knows the content, but they're very poor on their emotion and how they present that. But then maybe you have another team member that is newer and doesn't know the content as well, but is very boisterous, very energetic, and has a good presence. Maybe you pair those two team members together so they can learn from each other. Celebrate team wins. So We also do this during our weekly team meetings. We talk about what was one thing that you were proud of this week, and what is one thing that you can improve on as well. So celebrating that together. And then investing in continuous training and development. So training is not a one and done thing. You need to continue working on that. You need to remember that different technology is always coming out, and even if you've been in the business for 30 plus years, there's always something new to learn.